coach, put me in the game.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting on.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL, we welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. It's a room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jaguars at 6-2 to start play. And they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I get them with renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one, so they don't fall into a big hole.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A give to Etienne running right to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Ellington now to return it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. ETN once more. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 88 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Flush to his right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now. Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go play action here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter. Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future? I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw now on first down. The catch is made by Ellington. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Quick throw complete. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dawson Knox from 6 yards away. And the Colts are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth through 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Etienne up the middle, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A handoff running left is Etienne. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run with Etienne, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
54, three.
They'll run with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.